So hello everyone, in this video we will be learning about JWT authentication with using Node.js and React. We will be also using, instead of React, we will be using Next.js. So before that, let's understand what is JWT. So JWT is like JSON Web Token, the token which is sent through inside the API in the headers, or whatever you can send it in the headers or in the JSON body you can send it. But JSON Web Token is to authenticate that token, like authenticate the token so that only that particular user can only access that API. It shouldn't be public API, so it should if there is a database and if there is a page where you want to see the data of your user data, so I can't it can't be public, right? The user data which is showed in that page. So we use token where only that user can access to that API to retrieve that data of that user data. So I will be explaining you in the code side also, like how it is going to use, how HTTP only cookies are using it, and how the token is stored in the client side. That also we are going, and how it's going to be refreshed, the token. So in the backend structure, like backend architecture in the Node.js, there are three more main core where there are middleware where the JWT stands, and where the controller where it is like where the business logic comes over there, and the routes which are API endpoints where we make get post patch, and first is to go to the API, then it goes to the controller, and then it goes to the JWT. So and front-end integration also have a great role in that, because without the token storage we can't give the backend API the token. If the backend doesn't get a token, it will count it won't give any response. It will just throw as 404. So there are multiple types of authentication. OAuth 2.0 is there from the Google. Token notation is there, and security first, like in the Firebase also we get a token. So there are multiple way to add a token in your website, in your app. So let's go to the code and I will explain you how it's done. This is a simple app which I have built. So this is a server, this is the backend side which is built on a Node.js Express. So as you can see, there are controller models which have user, which has name, email, password created at, and there is a middleware out.js where we have installed JWT from the JSON Web Token module, and as I said, the token is sent from the headers. So from the headers, we first will retrieve the data from the headers as a token, like you can see the line number 4, const header, request header authorization. If it's not there, then we'll send a response that no token is provided. And also after we get the token, we will split the token between the actual token and then part of the token which is not there. So we'll first split the token and get the actual token in that, and then we'll decode it with the env which we have set already over here, JWT. You can set anything you want which is encrypted. You don't have to worry that your token is leaked or whatever you are doing. So with auth.js, and it will decode it and it will verify with the token and the token which is we have set in the process.env.jwt secret. So it will check. If it's fine, then it will send the your request or user ID, or else it will send a response that invalid or expired token. So to keep this part, the protect part, you have to go to routes like auth. Here we don't require any protect here, because we can't protect register and login, because while login and while register, the JWT is not required over there, because we didn't initialize the token yet. So after we register and login, then only we can get the token from the user side, from the backend side. So here in the login and register part, if you go to controller and auth controller, there you can see sign token. There the token is created for the register part and the login part. So if you have registered, then it will go to token, sign token, which is this function where you can get the user ID, also the process.env secret, and you can keep the expiry, how much time it will take like to expire it. We have kept 7 days, where in the banking field the expiry required, because there is session required. It's mostly around 20 to 30 minutes where you can keep the session active. If it's inactive, then it will be logged out. So it's required in that area, but in the mostly website, if you don't log in for 5 days also, it gets like it doesn't get log out. So there we use 7 days of expiry date. So once we get the token, and we will send the response to the token, like from to the client side, which is the front end. And here you can see in the lib auth.ts, here after we get the token from there, and we will show in the local storage.get item and token key. So whenever we keep a request to the backend as a XJS, we send the headers and content application JSON. Also we add the local storage.get item token, which I already said over here. We have kept it. The token key is token. Get item set token, can set the item as token key, as name as token. And in the XJS headers, we have to send the token. If it's not there, then we have to keep it as it's not there. Then it's a public API where the token is not there. Simple thing. If it's there, then it's not a public API. So like this, we can integrate the in the client side and the front end. We can integrate the JWT token and the backend also. If you want a public API like Node.js, here all the APIs are protected. Here without token you can't access any of the APIs mentioned over here, and also over here protect is there. So in this app only 2 APIs are public, which are register and login, and other than that there are no public APIs. So that's it for me explaining the JWT. Thanks for watching.